One of the most important components in a power electronic device is the power semiconductor switch. Before we try to understand the characteristics of power semiconductor switch, it is better to know how an ideal switch looks like and behaves, so that we may be able to compare the power semiconductor switch with an ideal switch. So let me draw the ideal switch in this manner. It has three terminals. You have a terminal A, which is a power terminal, terminal B, which is also a power terminal, then you have terminal C, and this is a control terminal. This is only a signal terminal, no power flows, but only the information given to this pole for this pole to make contact with A or not. So let us say take this three terminal switch, one control terminal and two power terminals as an ideal switch. And what is the characteristic of an ideal switch? What are the features, characteristic features? So let me mark this voltage VAB. This is the voltage across the power terminals A and B. Now, first characteristic. In the off state, when this pole is not making contact with the terminal A, when A and B are open, so what it means is the voltage across VAB. So VAB should be able to take on values anywhere from minus infinity to plus infinity. What does that imply? During the off state, the switch should be able to withstand across its terminals A and B both positive and negative voltage of infinite values in an ideal switch. This is an ideal characteristic. And also, what about the current through the switch? So if I say that the current through the switch is called IAB, then what should be IAB when the switch is off? IAB ideally should be equal to 0. This is the off state. So in the on state, which means that you are given a control signal initiating action such that the switch pole makes contact with A. So A and B are now shorted together. So this means that VAB is equal to 0. The voltage across the terminals A and B. And the current through IAB can be anywhere, any value from minus infinity to infinity. This implies that this switch can handle positive current flowing from A to B, infinite current, negative current from B to A, infinite current. So this is its on-state characteristic feature. A third important parameter is the current that flows in through the control terminal. We'll call that IC. And IC, the control current, should always be 0 in an ideal condition, meaning that there is no current required to flow through C, which means that it is a infinite infinite impedance point, and the power dissipation for control is negligibly small or 0. So let us look at some implications of these three important features. First, IAB is equal to 0. So in the off state, if IAB is equal to 0, which means that the voltage across AB divided by IAB will be infinite, meaning the off state resistance is infinite. So our off state of the switch across AB will be infinite. Now in the second point, VAB is equal to 0 when the switch is on. This implies that when this pole is connected to AB is allowing the current to flow, VAB is 0, implying our on state is equal to 0. So when the switch is on, its on state resistance is 0. Now when IC is equal to 0, this implies that control power is 0, as we discussed before. Now let us take this point 4. On to off, you have to switch the switch pole from on state to off state and from off state to on state, and this transition from on to off and off to on should happen in 0 time. This is another very important characteristic feature. Now what does this imply? This implies that there is no switching loss, because the transition on to off and off to on is happening in 0 time. Now what does 1, 2, 3, 4 all mean in terms of loss? It means when you have 1, which means that IAB is 0, there is no off state loss. In 2, VAB is 0, there is no on state loss. In 3, IC is 0, there is no control power needed. In 4, on to off and off to on happen in 0 time, therefore there is no switching loss, no transition loss, and therefore this is truly an ideally lossless switch. So this is a lossless switch, as I have indicated here, all these 1, 2, 3, 4 points together. So this would be how a true ideal switch would look like, or in terms of its features look like. So we can use this as a benchmark for comparing the various real power switches which are practically being used in power electronic equipments and converters, so that we will be able to assess how good a particular semiconductor switch is. Let us now look at the static characteristic of an ideal switch. What is a static characteristic? Let us draw the graph axis. So now I have the x and the y axis. X axis is normally the voltage axis, VAB, the voltage across the power terminals of the power semiconductor device, or in this case the ideal switch. And IAB is the current through the device, the power current through the device. So these two are the orthogonal axes that we have drawn here. This is the current axis and this is the voltage axis. Now static characteristic means that in the steady state, under different operating point condition, different conditions, what are the operating points that you will see on the IV characteristic, on the IV graph. So here in the ideal case, as a switch, we have two important characteristics to plot. One is off state. So when you take the off state, we have one strong condition which IAB is 0. The current has to be 0, and voltage can be anywhere, any value from -infinity to +infinity. It can withstand any voltage across the device from minus to +infinity. So in the off state, the current is 0, meaning it is here, and any point on the x-axis, VAB axis, current IAB is 0. So therefore you will have operating points this fashion. This can be an operating point for the off state because IAB is 0. This can be an operating point. It can withstand positive voltage across the switch, or it can also withstand negative voltage across the switch. So this can be an operating point, and this also can be an operating point. So if you see any of the points on the x-axis or the VAB axis can be an operating point. So this basically indicates the locus of the off-state operating points. Now let us consider the on state. In the on state, VAB is 0. VAB means the voltage across the switch is 0 because this pole is now connected to A and the voltage across A to B is 0. Or on state, the resistance is also 0 and the current through that can be any value from minus infinity to plus infinity. So how do you indicate it on the graph? So you can, during the on state, so you can have operating points. This can be an valid operating point because VAB is 0 here and current is positive. There's another positive current value, VAB is 0. There's another possible operating point. This is another operating point and so on. You could also have negative value of operating currents, and this is also a negative current, VAB is 0. So that also is an operating point. So you see that any value on this IAB axis can be a valid operating point for the switch in the on condition. So this gives you the locus of on state operating points. So actually plotting these operating points on the IV graph will give you the character of the switch. So this is called the static characteristic. It doesn't give information on the dynamism, the on to off state, off to on state dynamism of the switch, and therefore it is called the static characteristic. The dual of the static characteristic is the dynamic characteristic, where you see the evolution of time. The transitions are being seen as evolutions of time, and that will give an idea of the dynamic characteristic. Let us now discuss the dynamic characteristics of an ideal switch. So let me draw this very simple circuit, VDC. So this is VDC, and let me put a load, a resistor, and then let me connect it to a switch, an ideal switch, and then ground. So this is A terminal, B terminal, this is the power terminals, and this is the pole, and then there is a control terminal. We'll call this as VDC. There's a control terminal, and a control terminal to the ground terminal. We will have a voltage applied called the control voltage, VC, and the voltage across the main power terminals A and B, as we saw earlier, we call it VAB. This is A, this terminal is B, and this control terminal is C. We will also have this parameter, the current parameter IAB. IAB is the current that flows in through the power terminals A and B. So using these parameters in the circuit, let us see how our dynamic characteristic will look like. So let us have the time evolution. So we will plot graphs. X-axis is the time axis. I'm not indicating that, but it is the time axis. The y-axis will be the parameters. First, we need to have an idea of when we are going to switch this switch on and off. So that on and off information is coming from the signal VC, the control voltage. So let us draw the control voltage VC here. And here we would like to see how the currents and the voltage behaves, how the voltage across the switch VAB and the current through the switch IAB behaves. So this will be the place where we will plot VAB and IAB. So now let us plot VC. VC, I'm keeping it 0. 0 means the switch is in off condition, the pole is not connected to A, and then when it goes high, it's supposed to be the on condition, where the pole is connected to A and it has shorted terminals A and B, and then again it goes low, and in this fashion it keeps repeating. So this is the waveform Vc, which is the control voltage given to this ideal switch. So here it is off, here it is on, off, on. So let us draw the grid lines of the critical transition points. So now let us distinguish VAB and IAB with different colors, red for the voltage across the switch and blue for the current through the switch. So this region, time period, is in the off region of the time. This region where Vc is high is called the on region, off region, and so on. Keeps repeating. So during the off part, when the switch is off, if you take the Kirchhoff's voltage law along this path, this loop, then you will see that the entire voltage will drop across the off state, across the off switch. So VAB will be the entire DC voltage because the R off state is infinite, much higher than the value of this load resistor. So you will see VAB becoming VDC, entire voltage drop across the switch. Then during this condition, Vc goes high and the switch turns on, and this goes pole goes connected to A, and A and B are shorted. VAB is 0, ideal switch character which we saw in the static characteristic. So VAB will go 0. And there is a transition from off state to the on state. This is the transition line. And likewise here you have a transition line from the on state to the off state. Once it goes to the off state, again it will withstand VDC, and then it goes back in this fashion to the on state. So this is the waveform or the wave shape that you would see across VAB, across the terminals of the switch. So now let us see the current. So when during the off state, the current is 0. When the switch is off, the R off state of the switch is infinite. There is no flow of current. And then during the time when Vc is high, switch is on, VAB is 0, the entire voltage appears across this load device. So if I say that the load device is a resistance R, then this value, the current will be VDC minus 0 divided by R. So it will be VDC divided by R. So this will be the magnitude of the current flowing through the switch. So this will also be switched in this fashion. Let me now have one more plot, and that is instantaneous multiplication of VAB and IAB, or the power loss within the switch. VAB into IAB will be power loss within the switch, call that P loss. And in this ideal situation case, so whenever the switch is off, voltage across the switch is VDC, but the current through that is 0, so the product is 0. And during the time when the switch is on, current is VDC by R, it is finite, but VAB is 0, the voltage across the switch is 0, and again the product is 0, and so on at every instant. And because this is an ideal switch, the transition from off to on and the transition from on to off is occurring in 0 time. Therefore, both the voltage transits in 0 time, current also transits in 0 time, and the product is also 0. So therefore, we are not having any power loss in the switch. So this is a 0 power loss device. So dynamic characteristic means this, that you would like to study how the voltages across the switch and current through the switch behave dynamically with respect to time when there are dynamics given to the control signal Vc. So in this type of pulse width modulated, if a pulse width modulated waveform is given, then we will be able to analyze and look at it at the off state, at the on state, conduction state, and also the transition states, turn on state and the turn off state. These are the 4 states that we will normally be looking at and trying to analyze the different power devices.